What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marmit Vinyl Wars Flying Hedorah. Again, I've grown very fond of Hedorah stuff, so pretty much anything I see that I don't have, I tend to pick up. And this figure really stood out to me when I went up to Phoenix with my friends. And I could not come home without it. You know what I mean? It was just, I had to come home with this, or I was just going to throw in the towel on collecting Hedorah stuff forever. And it's just an awesome figure. I mean, there's not much to it. It is just a flying Hedorah sculpt, but this will be one of those figures down the road whenever I do get like a collection room, like up and going, like officially, like a big time one with all my stuff. This will be one of those things that I like hang from the ceiling, you know what I mean? And will be like flying in the room. Definitely one of those figures for sure. And I mean, just to get started with it, again, it's really cool to me. You know, for some it may not look like much, but I mean, it's freaking Hedorah and in his flying form. I mean, just to me it's awesome. I mean, just to start with paint apps, he's kind of like that grayish, sludgish cement color, pretty much all the way around for his base color. His eyes here are a very nice red with gold and black pupils in the middle. The only thing I want to say that I wish they added were like the lines from the pupil going, you know, kind of like the sun design from the pupils going out in the gold. That's the only thing I want to say that's missing from this. I really don't trust myself to add it myself, so I think I'm just going to leave it. But that's the only one I want to say I think that's missing from the eyes. Is kind of like, you guys know what I'm talking about. If I had another Hedorah figure here that had that, you guys would know what I mean. But you guys know what I mean. Just the pupil, and then in the gold, you have like the lines going all the way around like a sun. Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing from the eyes. But anyway, back to paint apps. You got all this crazy kind of like a deep red maroon with some yellow on the back here, which is very, very nicely well applied. Looks just like the film, because Hedorah did have these colors on his back. Looks very, very nicely applied. That's just beautiful. And then underneath, he really kind of has like a silver, almost like a very bright silver shiny, you know, look, you know, paint apps on the bottom, which is very nice. So it definitely gives him a lot more definition than it just being kind of like that grayish color all the way around. All the different colors definitely give him a lot of definition, that is for sure. And it just looks really good. Very well applied all the way around. Like I said, the only thing I want to say is the eyes are just missing that kind of sun design in the pupils, but that's just me. Detail as far as this guy goes, I mean, it's a flying stage Hedorah, so, you know, he looks like a big pile of sludge that's like a flying saucer. You know, you got all these bumps and ridges and everything like that. You know, this sludge pattern kind of going, he kind of has like this, kind of like almost like an armor type scaly look going down the middle of his back, I guess you would call it. Again, just kind of like all this sludgish designs on the sides. Kind of got these things here, which I think are like legs, arms, because he did grab onto Godzilla there in the final fight and float away with him. But, so I guess that's what you would call these. These are kind of like his legs. I don't know. Eyes, again, other than the missed paint app, they look good. You got the, you know, nice eyelids, they look good. Got the bumpy ones here towards the center of the head, and these kind of rigidy ones on the outer ones. Overall looks good. I mean, again, detail, you can only go so far as Hedorah, but just looks awesome. It's a very awesome piece. Again, just like with any Godzilla figure, pictures and video never do justice on anything. You have to actually see these things in hand. You have to hold them, feel them, whatever. That kind of sounds weird. scratch all that. Let's just say you just got to see him in person. But yeah, no, it's definitely an awesome looking piece. Articulation, I mean, again, here's probably my other gripe with this figure, other than the paint apps on the eye. I don't understand why there's a seam here. I mean, maybe that's the only way they could do the mold, but I also wouldn't see why they wouldn't have been able to just make it all one mold, because this seam, it doesn't rotate, it doesn't do anything. There is a seam there, don't get me wrong, like this is a two-piece thing, but it is not made to move at all. It's not made to come apart, at least not easily. You probably could force it and break it, but I don't know, just to me it looks weird. But again, just a small little gripe. You know, that's about all I have with this figure, other than the eyes. So the eyes and then this seam, it's like they could have probably made it one mold, but who knows? I'm not a toy maker or a figure maker, collectible maker, whatever. I'm not a figure maker, so I wouldn't see the point or why this wouldn't have been able to be one mold. Who knows? Maybe there's a reason that they did it this way. Maybe it would look better. I don't know. But you can definitely tell there's a seam there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hidden or anything. So it's like, why wasn't this just all one mold? Who knows? But other than that, it's a great figure. I like it. He's pretty big, actually. You know what I mean? Like, probably can't tell from this angle, but I really have nothing to size him against. Again, not a lot of my collection is here. So I'll just pull over the SH Monster Arts Lights, Sound, and Music Godzilla. I mean, look at him compared to him. He's big. He's a big sludge flying saucer thing. I mean, he's huge. You can totally cover him up. Big figure. Let's try if I can do it. Not really. I have limited space here, guys. Yeah, nah, you really can't tell. But just take it from me. He's actually a pretty good sized figure. Again, that's probably why he would look also well hanging from a ceiling of any Godzilla collector's room. There are a few figures in my collection that I plan to eventually pose hanging from the ceiling when I get a full-time collection room up and running. And this is one of them. Would just look pretty cool. Just hanging there, kind of tilted or whatever. Just looks like he's flying around. Anyway, that's my review, you guys, on the Marmit Vinyl Wars Flying Stage Hedorah. Hope you guys enjoyed. And like always, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next figure review. Thank you for watching.